And welcome into this edition of ACAP Today for the week of November 28th, 2022. I'm Jason Parent with the Aroostook County Action Program. On this week's edition of ACAP Today, we're going to talk about Power Match. It's a new program put on by our friends at Versant Power in partnership with ACAP. We're going to speak with officials from Versant as well as Sherry Locke, our Director of Advancement here at ACAP, to talk about this innovative program and why it's especially important as we head into the winter months, the very cold winter months, to help folks who are having difficulty paying their energy bills. We'll be with those two folks in just a little bit, but before we do that, we're going to first turn to the news and information that you can use again for the week of the 28th of November, 2022. We begin in the news and information that you can use this week with this. A huge thank you to our community and to our partners, WAGM TV and United Way of Aroostook, for the most successful ever Helping Hands Telethon, which raised over $105,000 to help our friends and neighbors in need. We want to thank our volunteers, donors, and community partners for a very successful event, and more importantly, the ability to better serve our community during the coming cold winter months. Thank you to all who took part in this. And thank you to, again, our partners, WAGM and United Way. It was a very successful telethon, and those funds will be put to good use immediately as the community is in need this winter season, especially. Speaking of the winter season, the Home Energy Assistance Program is well underway, and we are continuing to encourage community members to apply and see if they qualify for this program, as the cost of heating your home is so expensive this year. We can look back, or we only look back at 1 month's income. So if you do not have, if your income exceeds the 12 months noted here in the last year, but in the last month your income was reduced for whatever reason and you meet the income levels for that month or come close to, we can look at deductions here and there. We encourage you to contact us about applying for the Home Energy Assistance Program. You can call 768-3053 directly, or email us at info@acap-me.org about setting up an appointment. Usually takes about 2 to 8 weeks, depending on how soon the required documents are received after your appointment. CoverMe.gov, Maine's affordable healthcare coverage website, is available now for open enrollment through January 15th. But we here at ACAP are continuing to provide navigation services to community members looking for affordable health insurance through the state's health insurance marketplace. We have Lisa Bates, who's available to work with households to see what kind of coverage they might be able to get through CoverMe.gov to help you navigate that process. You can call her at 764-3721 extension 6, or email her at lbates@acap-me.org. Again, we encourage you, if you are looking for health insurance or want to see if this would be a more affordable route for you, please reach out to us and we can help you navigate the Maine's insurance healthcare marketplace. We are now also sharing with you that available to you on acap-me.org are the electronic versions of our 2022 Impact Report, which covers ACAP's 50th year of service to Aroostook County, as well as our 2023 Directory of Services, which details the more than 40 programs and services we offer our community, especially in the coming year. Please do check it out at acap-me.org under the News and Publications section. If you would like to receive either or both of these documents in print, we now have those available. Please give us a call here at ACAP at 764-3721 and ask that a publication be sent to you. Moving on, we want to share with you that we have Head Start openings, rare Head Start openings for this time of year in Presque Isle, Caribou, Holton, Fort Kent, Van Buren, and Dyer Brook. Head Start does provide a comprehensive preschool development program to 3- and 4-year-old income-eligible children, including children with disabilities. Now, these programs support children's growth in a positive learning environment through a variety of services while promoting school readiness. If you would like to see if your family qualifies to have your child in Head Start, please give us a call at 768-3045, or you can begin by completing the application process on the Early Care and Education page of ACAP's website, acap-me.org. Give what you can, take what you need is the principle of our community closet project outside of our 771 Main Street Customer Service Center near Walmart. It is available to anyone in need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Especially appreciated this time of year are coats and heavier warm clothing to help our community members get through the cold winter months. If you would like to make a donation, you can certainly do so by dropping items off directly at the community closet at any time, again, 24/7, or during the day, you can certainly bring them into our 771 Main Street facility. It is, again, a give what you can, take what you need. So we also encourage folks who are in need of clothing at this time for whatever reason, especially to stay warm from the elements, to please go ahead and take what you need out of our community closet at our customer service center at our 771 Main Street location near Walmart. Moving on, next to that is our community cupboard, which is in need of a sponsor. It's become very apparent to us that there are many more individuals relying on our community cupboard to get by when they need something quick and cannot afford to get food. We are looking for sponsors to help us continue this project. Businesses, families, and organizations can sponsor the cupboard for up to a designated month. We will take any kind of sponsorship, including if you would like to keep it stocked as well. So please do contact Kim Garrett-Michaud here at ACAP. Her email address and phone number are there on your screen. If you'd like to make an online donation to support this project, please visit our secure website, acap-me.org, and you can make your donation directly right there online. Moving on, we want to also remind you that if you are in need of disposing of your unwanted or unused medications, you can do so at any Aroostook County Police Department at any time. For details and times when medications can be dropped off, contact your local station, but most do it during their open hours. Medication can also be dropped off at select pharmacies. You can visit the website noted there on your screen to find a location near you. Aroostook does drug take-back days in the fall and in the spring, but again, you can drop off your unwanted or unused medications at any Aroostook County Police Department at any time of year. We also want to, moving on now to our COVID-19 corner, remind you that COVID-19 vaccination continues to be available. There are also boosters available. Everyone 12 or older can get an updated vaccine if it's been 2 months since your last dose, and this is especially helpful to prevent against the Omicron virus. If you are 6 months or older and are eligible to receive a COVID-19 vaccine, more information is available at maine.gov/COVID-19/vaccines. If you need assistance registering for a vaccine appointment, we can help you. Call us here at 764-3721, and our team of receptionists will help you navigate websites to be able to schedule an appointment nearest you. Free at-home COVID tests continue to be available both at the website covidtest.gov and accesscovidtest.org. The websites are routinely recycled so that if you have ordered in the last month or so, you can typically reorder within a month. Orders typically ship between 7 and 12 days, and it's good to have these in stock in case you need to test at home prior to heading out or to determine if you need to isolate or quarantine. Speaking of isolation and quarantine, ACAP continues to offer COVID-19 social supports for families that include emergency groceries and household supplies to cover the duration of your quarantine or isolation. So if you are in need of this type of assistance, please give us a call at 764-3721, or you can go to the DHHS website to complete a COVID-19 referral form. You can also do this for loved ones in other parts of the state of Maine, and local CAP agencies are supporting that work in other parts of our state. And lastly, if we've not talked about something in this week's news and information you can use on ACAP today and you are in need of assistance, we encourage you to contact us at 764-3721. We have a team of navigators who are standing by to help meet your needs, to connect you with services, whether they're here at our agency or with other agencies in the community. It's an opportunity for you to get the information that you need and the connection that you need to get service at a time when you need it most. So please do not hesitate to reach out. Call us at 764-3721. And that's this week's news and information that you can use. And as I noted at the top of this week's broadcast, we're going to talk about the Power Match program, and I'm so pleased to be joined by 3 guests today. First, Shelby Harton, who is a communications specialist with Versant Power. And we're so pleased to be joined by John Flynn, the president of Versant Power. Thank you so much for taking time out of your very busy schedule to be with us to discuss this very exciting and generous program on behalf of Versant. And of course, Sherry Locke, who folks will recognize as ACAP's Director of Advancement, who's been on a number of programs with us of late, and we're glad to have her back on the program today. So Shelby, we're going to start out right with you to sort of get an understanding of what Power Match is all about. We teased it at the beginning of the program, and folks are anxiously awaiting to hear what this exciting program is all about. So it's all yours.
Definitely. So Power Match is Versant Power's new charitable matching program. We've created this program with the guidance, support, and administration of the 3 community action programs in our service area. Aroostook County Action Program, Panquist County Action Program, Panquist Community Action Program, and Down East Community Partners. So Versant has agreed to match up to $200,000 in donations. And we've also provided a $60,000 seed fund that has been distributed evenly across the 3 community action programs to begin helping individuals immediately. So we're very excited that we're able to offer this to customers in our service area.
That's fantastic. So before I move on to John to sort of get why this is important for Versant, give me a little bit more information on how it works. If I'm an individual out there thinking, gosh, I want to give to this cause, first of all, what specifically, how will folks benefit from this, and how then do folks connect with making their donation to be able to take advantage of this match?
Sure. So the best way to donate to the program is either by mail or online. So there are 3 separate donation portals that have been established by the 3 community action programs, and all the funds are being collected in that way through those 3 portals. The matching funds are distributed according to the donations that come in through those 3 individual portals. So if you'd like to donate, then you can choose one of those portals to donate to, and Versant will match the funds that are donated there up to $200,000. And in order to get assistance, a customer would just contact the community action program nearest you. So for residents in Aroostook County, that would of course be Aroostook County Action Program. So we're happy to have passed this over to the community action programs and allowed them the freedom to determine what is best when it comes to how these funds should be administered and who should be benefiting from this program. So yeah, we're excited that we've been able to partner in this way.
John, Versant Power, of course, is known for many things, including its community engagement and support of local communities. Why is this program at this time such an important one for Versant to be taking the lead with?
I believe strongly that one of the primary roles we have to play as a utility is to be a shepherd for our customers. And I think we all recognize, coming out of the COVID pandemic, which was economically challenging for a number of folks, and now we find ourselves in what will likely be an extended period of high energy prices, both utility prices, standard offer prices, gas and oil prices. It's critical that we do everything we can to help customers through this time. We know there are a number of customers who may not qualify for some of the programs based on income level, may not qualify for some of the programs that exist today. And we felt that it was important that we help create a safety net for those customers and do everything that we can to help them get through what will be a continued economically challenging time over the next 12 to 18 months.
I know that the team you lead, certainly here across the state of Maine, the northern 2/3 anyway of the state of Maine, it would seem, are receiving calls from people who are worried each and every day. What are the staff thinking about this program in terms of an opportunity to help some of those callers who do call in very anxious about making ends meet at this point in time?
The staff is very excited about this program. There's been a lot of passion. Shelby brought a great deal of passion to this program. She was one of the catalysts and the creators of this program. And I think it's the type of thinking that's going on inside of Versant Power every day. Again, as we look at Aroostook County and our entire service territory, we recognize there need to be safety nets for folks. I've had conversations with Senator Stewart about his concerns that some of these safety nets that are available may begin to ebb, and that we don't want to see another group of economically challenged customers struggle any more than they already are. And so, this is from our perspective, this is a really exciting program. It gives us an opportunity, as I said, to address those customers who may not otherwise qualify for programs. And I think it's indicative of the role I believe strongly, and the entire Versant team believes strongly, we need to play in our communities.
Sherry Locke, I know you were very excited when you were on the ground level having conversations with Shelby and others at Versant about this program. Are you glad to see it kicked off now, and what kind of an impact are you envisioning it's going to have, not only here in Aroostook County, but across the counties that are participating?
Absolutely. I'm so excited and so grateful to our partners at Versant Power for making this happen. Our customers, we are so worried about so many of our customers, young families, seniors, and those who may be out of work right now. We're just really worried about those customers, and this program gives us another avenue to serve our community in a way that we otherwise would not have been able to do. So I am just so appreciative that this program is available. I think our donors are also going to be excited to be able to have this opportunity to support friends and neighbors, and knowing that their donation will be matched up to that $200,000. So I think it's incredible. The timing is absolutely perfect. And I know our team here is really ready to, to start administering that program, as they already have customers in mind who they know need this extra support. And we want to have a way to do that.
Talk a bit, Sherry, as you and I have heard from our team members working in the Home Energy Assistance Program and in other programs, coaches, navigators, and the like. What are we hearing out there right now that is just, I know that there's some really heartbreaking things that we're hearing out there from folks that are impacted by this, that haven't been impacted in the past?
I think that's the piece, Jason, that's different as in years past. I mean, we've always offered an opportunity for folks to donate and help friends and neighbors. But this year, more than ever, we are seeing folks that have never had to ask for help have to reach out. And it's households that traditionally have been able to make ends meet. Maybe they budget a little different or go without, but they're able to make it meet. And right now we're getting calls from folks that maybe in the past were donors and this year need that helping hand themselves. The whole dynamic has just changed. And again, folks living on a fixed income, and we have a lot of those folks in Aroostook County. How do you, find the extra 10, 15, 20% as prices of everything continue to rise? How do you make those choices between, keeping your house warm, purchasing the foods that you need for your health, medication, transportation costs? How do you make that happen when you live on a fixed income? We're also working with a lot of young families who are unable to find childcare. And when I mentioned earlier, folks not working, needing the assistance, for most of those folks, it's not because there's not jobs available or they do not want to get back into the workforce. But when you have small children at home and there's not enough childcare options, it really is all of those demographics needing our help. And really this program is going to allow us, again, one more safety net to make sure that we're meeting those needs.
Shelby, I know that when you started discussing this program and wanting to bring it up, it was you had a sense of urgency with it because you could see this happening. You've done some tremendous work, you and your team at Versant, to get this up and running really in record time, haven't you?
Yes, we definitely saw a need for it. I started here at Versant back in July, and this was one of the first projects that my supervisor, Judy, passed along to me, which I was very excited about the prospect of starting this. It's unfortunate that, so many people are in a situation that makes it difficult for them to choose between any number of things, like Sherry just mentioned. And coming into the winter months, as always, we know that's one of the toughest times here in Maine. I grew up in Aroostook County, and my own family took advantage of a lot of the programs that ACAP has a hand in helping to administer. I know how important this is, and I really wanted to create something that was going to help our customers in a way that was going to make some difference, no matter how small, in their everyday life. Like I said, that my parents took advantage of, it was LIHEAP at the time, now HEAP, and that made the difference between us heating oil and deciding on Christmas presents at this time of year. So it's any number of things, and if it makes a difference for these families, then that makes it all worth it. But we saw the need and we tried to get this going, and thankfully, because of the wonderful community action program that we do have in our service area, we've been able to get this established and ready to go for this winter.
John, there's two things I want to pick up on from what Shelby said. First of all, I imagine that as the president of Versant, you are very proud of your team, that they've been able to get this up and running so quickly and with such passion and dedication to serving the people of our region.
Absolutely, Jason. And again, Shelby is a perfect testament to the passion and excitement about this program and how deeply we do care about the customers in our communities and the communities themselves. And so, yes, I'm very proud of the team. This has been a priority And it's indicative of the kind of thinking that's going on inside of Versant every day about how we can help customers, not just today, but into the future as well.
And I think that the other component of what Shelby just mentioned that I think is worth noting is the commitment that your companies have to nonprofit organizations across this region and to making life better, just as our mission and vision statement states here at ACAP. I know that we have Paula Sperry as a member of our board of directors from your organization, and your reach and your partnership with community action agencies and our programs is quite extensive. Why is that such an important component of the work that you do at Versant?
I think it goes back to talking about being a shepherd for our customers. I think utilities' role in society is to be an essential member of the communities that it serves. And programs like this, working with ACAP, working with the other community action programs and communities that we serve around the state, is just essential to who we are. And I think it's indicative not just of who we are as a company, but when you start to meet the people inside of Versant, like Shelby and Judy Long and others, it's indicative of who they all are as individuals. I couldn't be more proud of Shelby and Judy and the entire team.
And Sherry, speaking of teams, I know that our team is doing great work this season, trying to get assistance out the door as quickly as possible and to serve as many folks as possible. I'm sure that you would extend that, as I would, and that kudos and that appreciation to our team as well.
Absolutely doing their very best to meet the community needs that are coming in fast and furious, as I'm sure we can all imagine, and really taking it one step further by looking at what the entire family needs more than just that emergency situation. So yes, Jason, so proud of our team for their commitment and compassion during this really tough time for so many households here in our community.
And John, before we end and get last thoughts from everyone around the screen, just want to get some thoughts from you in terms of, I know that we talked about at the beginning of the program that, ratepayers are very concerned. What are you seeing in terms of things coming in the future? We certainly recognize that Versant Power is not responsible for the cost component as it relates to the generation of power, but do you see any relief in sight in the future for folks, or what is sort of your crystal ball telling you?
I am very hopeful that the standard offer price certainly will begin to ebb after next year. It's saying that that's still a year away, that we'll begin to see some increased supply to the region. I know the state, the Maine Public Utility Commission and other state policymakers are looking at ways to potentially do standard offer differently that would help. And that's a significant component of the bill. That's roughly 60% of the bill. So that does drive a lot of the costs that our customers are seeing. I'm hopeful that we'll see, as I mentioned earlier, it's not just the standard offer price, it's the price of oil, it's the price of gas, it's the price of everything that we're paying right now. That is supply chain challenges begin to ebb over the next 12 to 18 months, that we will see a lessening in energy costs across the entire energy value chain. And I think that will help customers. But I think in the meantime, it's essential that we continue to do these kinds of things and to work with Sherry and ACAP and the others as best we can to help those customers, as Shelby so well said, in any way we can, even if it's a small way that helps them make a decision that benefits their lives in the near term.
And your last word and last thoughts on the Power Match program?
Very proud of the team that put this together. And I think this is just indicative of the types of programs we need to continue to focus on and create to help our customers. Again, back to one of our fundamental roles, Jason, is to be a shepherd for our customers through this journey.
Great. Sherry, your last thoughts on the program before I turn it over to the creator of the program, Shelby.
Besides gratitude for the partnership, my last words are going to be a call to action. And come on, Versant County, there is $200,000 available to share with our sister CAPs that we love greatly. But we need this money here in Versant County. So I'm going to challenge all of you to dig deep. And I know many of you just did at our Helping Hands Telethon, but dig a little bit deeper. Your donation will be matched. And we really want to make sure that we have a nice, a nice balance as we go into this cold season, so we can help as many friends and neighbors as possible. Donations can be made on our website. Donations can be made by calling and dropping a donation off, or by mail. We want to make it easy for you to donate. So again, dig deep, share with your friends and neighbors, and let's do this in Versant County.
I love that competitive spirit you always have, Sherry. Shelby, your last thoughts on this program and how people can connect?
Yeah, so I have two things. First, we've had customers reach out in the past asking how to help their neighbors, if they can donate, if they can provide some kind of assistance. And we've never had a means to offer them until now. And I think that this will offer that for those customers who want to provide something to help their neighbors. So I'm incredibly thankful for this opportunity to provide Power Match. And I just want to extend a huge thank you to the community action programs, to you, Jason, and to you, Sherry, for all the work that you've done in partnership with us to make this a reality. It really wouldn't have been possible without the community action programs in our service area. You folks do amazing work every single day. So I would encourage anybody who has the ability to do so to donate to Power Match and to help out your neighbors in this time of need. We're glad to be able to provide this benefit for our customers.
And lots more information coming out about this program through our social media, through Versant social media, and obviously online as well. So please be on the lookout for more information about this program and how you can connect and help make a difference, as Shelby pointed out, to your neighbors here in Aroostook County by getting your donation matched through this very important Power Match program, much needed at this time. Shelby Hart and Sherry Locke, and especially thank you to you, John Flynn, President of Versant Power. I think it just demonstrates the commitment that Versant has from every employee all the way to the top. And we appreciate your appearance today, and you're taking the time to talk about this program, and most importantly, for the support of your team that brought this project forward. Thank you all. Great. All right. Well, before we leave all of you on this edition of ACAP today, one more piece of information. We always share with you our photo of the week, and all year, because of our 50th anniversary, we've been throwing it back to the past in a photo from our photo vault, if you will. This week, we take you back to 2005, where we share with you our board of directors photo taken at our annual meeting. Our annual meeting was last week here at ACAP, and it's that time of year. So thank you to our board members who have served this organization now for 50 years, this being the group that was elected in 2005 to help guide the direction of Aroostook County Action Program through the 25-26 year. Thank you very much to all of them, and thank you to all of you for joining us on this week's edition of ACAP Today. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. We'll see you then.